Hey mentors, it's Jill from the Visalia campus presenting today on how to navigate the new teacher education mentor SharePoint. Don't worry, SharePoint should serve all of our purposes in a relatively easy and hopefully headacheless manner. So you'll see the home screen once you access this, and these features are going to be helpful, but today I'm just going to focus on probably the neatest tab on here. The feature of my mentee folders is a tab you can click on. And my end will look different than yours just because I have administrative permissions on this, but it will be similar. So what you should be seeing on your end is different folders for your assigned mentees. If not, it will be a folder that has your name, and if you click into it, then hopefully it has a list of your mentee folders. So essentially, when we're at this stage, we will want to use the sync feature, and I'll explain why really quickly. What we've noticed in the past is that when we use these folders online, so for example, this master folder holds a lot of the blank mentor templates we use. If I were to click this within Google Chrome, it opens up another tab, which looks like a normal Microsoft Word document, but it actually isn't translated in the way we want it to and can cause a lot of fussing if you try to go this route. So we highly recommend that you do not work within Google Chrome when trying to work with these mentor forms. It will be most suitable for you to sync it and download it to your desktop or whatever device you're using and working within the Microsoft Word app, as opposed to working within your internet browser, which could be Google Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, or whatever you prefer to use on your device. So yeah, like I said, the formatting's not going to be accurate. Typically there's a Fresno Pacific logo placed up here, and it's not here right now, but for example, if I were to open this in the desktop app, which is this Microsoft Word icon, you will see that you're seeing the whole form. So the Fresno Pacific logo, the school's location, and so on. So that's why it's really important that you understand the process of syncing. So let me close out of this. So just to confirm the comparison, when you're working in the app, you should have a little blue window that indicates that you're in the Word app. When you're working on Google Chrome, you will see that you still have the search bar here that indicates you're using a website. So I hope that helps a little bit. So moving back to this, if we go to the Teacher Ed Mentors SharePoint, you should have a master folder similar to this one that contains all of the Microsoft Word documents you will be using throughout the course of the entire semester. What I recommend that you do, just to have it all synced and ready to go on your desktop, and I'll show you what that looks like, is I recommend you go back to my mentee folders so that it shows all the folders that were pre-made and given access to you for. So in your case, instead of all these campus names, you would have your mentee names and the master folder. So now we want to sync this. And the magic behind sync is that it downloads everything to your desktop, but on top of that, it downloads it so that it's automatically saving when you're working within documents. And also, it syncs back to the internet browser on our end, so if we're wanting to see what you've done, you can see that. And you don't have to keep worrying about, oh, did it save, it deleted, I can't recover it. Syncing should take care of all of this for you. So in this case, it will ask me to open Microsoft OneDrive. Don't worry, it's safe for you to click this. You won't get hacked or anything by clicking that. It just allows you to start that process of downloading everything to your device. So you'll see that it already says I'm syncing this SharePoint to my computer because I've tested it out. On your end, it should be a new process, but on my end, I'm just going to go ahead and click this alert. And clicking this alert opens it up within my file explorer finder, if you want to call it that, which is basically this icon on PC, the manila folder. On I believe Apple, it would be a blue smiley face icon guy that's like square shaped. But yeah, so now we see that this matches this because I am currently synced, and you'll see the little clouds which basically indicate that it's currently in syncing process. Once it has a green check mark, and you don't have to pay too close attention to this, but just fun facts. Once it has a green check mark, it's just an indicator that everything is currently synced and saved. So in this case, we'll open the master with the blank templates, and we will open, for example, the summary evaluation form. So this all looks good, and you'll know that it has synced correctly. Don't mind the yellow thing, this only is for the signature warning. But the main thing is that you can see autosave, which means that it's automatically saving and the feature is on. So when I type in here, let's say this is my folder, and that's just an example for you to see. So I'll close it without pressing anything other than the X. And you'll see within the change dates, date modified, I last fixed this one up, this August 11th summary evaluation. So I'll go ahead and click it. And like I said, it saves for you. And this is a really nice feature because especially with your record of visits, you don't have to keep saving over. You can just open it. Sorry, I have a lot of different documents open. And every single time you meet with somebody, you could just put down the date, put down the explanation of the visit, and then close it. And then on another day, say a week later, okay, I visited again. I need to mark that down. And that will save. And I'll close it one more time, just so you can see that I'm fixing things and that it's doing its thing within the cloud. I'll open it, and there you go. So I have my 2 visits. Assume that this is all filled out, and you just keep going from there. And the nice part about all of this, just to help make sense of things, is that on our end, if you're filling it out, let's pretend this is your mentees folder with documents you've been working on. It will tell us on the administrative end when you last modified things. So if you're having trouble with a document, we can oversee that. You don't even have to email it to us. We just have access already. So I'll open this in the browser, and it's fine this time because I'm only reviewing it. I'm not trying to edit it by any means. So you'll see the 2 dates that I just put in here. And this is actually fantastic news. And this also means that at the end of the day, assuming that you're making all of your edits and adding all your documents within the synced version of your OneDrive for this folder, you do not have to submit at the end of the semester because everything should be automatically saving to your folder. So I hope this helps a little bit with understanding. One last feature I do want to go over is if you're ever having trouble with the sync feature, you can always just do the download. That feature won't auto-save your work, and you'll have to manually save every time. The other thing is you could always click this 3 button, or 3-dot feature to open up more options. Where you can download, or I believe there's a make a copy option, but yeah, that's just part of it. There are a lot of different things you can do. This is just a place to get started. Like I said, you want to use the SharePoint more as a launch pad than anything. we always recommend that you're working within your desktop apps. It makes things a lot easier. If you have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out. We're happy to help with this learning process, and we really hope that this hits home with making it easy for your mentoring needs. Thank you.